This truck dashcam footage was recorded in the middle of the night on a highway in an unknown location, but there is no doubt what he's about to experience is truly disturbing. The road was completely dark, and just out of nowhere, a semi-trailer rollover was struck by another truck and had no time to stop and crashed into it. The one filming rolled over also and caught on fire immediately after it, and thick smoke was coming out of it. Thankfully, the driver managed to escape the truck with no serious injuries. The reason why the semi-truck was rolled over and why it was left there is unknown. About 9 years ago in Colombia, a man experienced a near-death event while he was filming from a good distance fireworks from up the hill. As you can see, the 3 houses were already on fire, and they were probably filled with fireworks as the whole area looked like it's about to explode. The man fell on his back and took cover behind his car, waiting for the fireworks to stop. Little did he know, this was only the beginning of it. After a few moments, it finally came to an end, leaving a thick black smoke behind. As it happened in the rural area of Colombia, it wasn't really covered by the local media, but no injuries were reported as everybody managed to escape in time. This CCTV footage in the gym at a high school in Taiwan was captured during an earthquake, which the country has dealt with pretty often. The whole class went as normal until the students in the back heard weird noises coming from the roof, and just seconds after it, they all started running outside as the whole roof collapsed on them. The students from the back of the room couldn't escape in time like the ones in the front, but it was confirmed that none of the students were hurt during this event, but it definitely ruined their day. For a few months, Brazil was hit with extreme flooding, and thousands of people were evacuated from their homes, and hundreds of them even swept away or destroyed. This news reporter was covering the events in a rural area where the road was already partially swept away, and just a few seconds after the whole bridge was gone, as it couldn't take the pressure any longer.
Pessoal, essa aqui é a nossa situação. Vejam, essa é a ponte que nos caminha José Júlio, em São Valentim, Colorado, caminha bem e também a outros municípios. Vejam, sendo levada pelas forças das águas. Nós vamos resolver esse problema. Resolver esse problema.
At the same time, the bridge from another part of the country was totally broken in half, leaving the drivers stuck on both ends with no other ways of getting through.
O Cieli, olha na live que o pai acabou de gravar a ponte caindo.
This footage was filmed on May 28th, 2024 in Morocco, showing residents looking at how their home will be destroyed. Just minutes before what's about to happen, the residents received the order to evacuate the building immediately due to structural problems. As you can see, the residents had barely the time to evacuate the building as clothes were left hanging outside and they couldn't take their goods with them. The video has little to no information to it, and who exactly made the evacuation is unknown, but it's truly terrifying that they were warned only minutes before it collapses. Thankfully, no deaths or injuries were reported, but sadly left these families homeless. On November 12, 2022, 6 people were killed after 2 historic military planes collided and crashed to the ground Saturday afternoon during an air show in Dallas, Texas.
Shit! Oh my fucking god! Are you serious, bro? This shit really just...
The collision between B-17 Flying Fortress bomber, P-63 King Cobra fighter plane. The woman filming can be heard screaming as she witnessed this horrible incident, and even if airplanes are the safest transportation methods, there is an increase of airplane accidents since a few years ago. This next video was captured in Indonesia by citizens who already knew something was not right with this hill, and just take a look at how everything can change in just seconds. After heavy rains, the ground was weakened, and this massive landslide completely covered the road. This scooter was almost buried by it, but had enough skills to avoid the landslide. These are pretty common in Southeast Asia, and luckily no one was hurt. On October 27, 2022, during a firefighting operation in Italy, this Canadair firefighting aircraft was flying over the northern part of Sicily during a forest fire. The clip shows the aircraft fly above the ridge, then turn to the right and dive to release the retardant on the fire located on a slope. But shortly after delivering the fire retardant liquid, while still in a right-hand turn, the Canadair's right wing impacts the top of another hill, causing the rest of the airframe to collapse, hit the ground, and explode. From this other angle, you can clearly see the pilot miscalculated himself and was too close to the ground. Unfortunately, the status of the pilots is still missing, but we can obviously assume they probably did not make it. This footage was caught by a group of men in the Bahamas just after a massive hurricane went through the island. They immediately went looking for people who might need help, and they quickly came close to a house that was almost completely covered by the flood.
They're trying to save these people. Y'all supposed to be on here.
Dorian blew into the Bahamas as a Category 5 hurricane on Sunday and spent Monday and part of Tuesday stalled over the chain of islands. The hurricane's fearsome power tore off roofs and sent cars tumbling, while Dorian's heavy rain flooded the entire first floor of many homes. Apparently, more than 13,000 houses appear to have been destroyed in Grand Bahama and Abaco. That amounts to about 45% of the homes on the two islands. Thankfully, they stopped as legs can be seen hanging out of the window.
Let's go, guys. All right. Better car right here. Better cars. I'll be trying to come save you. Who else in there? Go in the back. Save the little girl. Tell you, man. Oh boy, I tell you. Name even out here. I mean, Red Cross even out here, man. So I gotta do something with the Freeport Prime Minister. This is terrible. This is terrible. Look at the people, man. Look at the people. Save the people.
There was actually a whole family trapped inside the house for who knows how many hours. Thanks to these men, the family was saved. But in other parts of the island, some people did not have the same luck.
Everybody out?
Who else?